I am Osvaldo Leon, and today I will be discussing the San Jacinto Monument. This is the San Jacinto Monument located at the site of the Battle of San Jacinto outside of Houston, Texas. It is over 500 feet tall with a star at the top to represent the Lone Star of Texas. This monument was kairotically built from 1936 to 1939 to celebrate the centennial of the independence of Texas from Mexico. The Battle of San Jacinto was the final and deciding battle of the Texas Revolution. It was fought on April 21st, 1836, and it lasted a mere 18 minutes. At the end of the battle, the Mexican president, Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, was captured and, in exchange for his life, signed the Treaty of Valesco, which granted the Texans their independence. This is the inscription on the San Jacinto Monument. It gives a brief history of the Texas Revolution and is portrayed here as a heroic defiance against an authoritarian dictatorship. But what it does not mention is the negative effects that the revolution had on different non-white groups. The Texans were immigrants from the United States to Mexico. The Mexican government offered them land at very cheap prices. In exchange, they were to live on the land for at least 10 years, convert to Catholicism, learn Spanish, and pledge allegiance to Mexico. Most of these immigrants did not fulfill their obligations, and many of them came illegally. The Texans rebelled against Mexico after Santa Anna attempted to disarm them. The Texas Revolution set a bad tone for the relationship between Mexico and the United States. It led to the Mexican-American War, which resulted in the United States taking Mexico's northern territories away from Mexico. That same year, gold was discovered in California. This gold advanced the American economy, when it would have been used to advance the Mexican economy if the result of the Mexican-American War had been different. Mexicans who lived on this land newly acquired by the United States were treated as second-class citizens. The Mexican-American War prevented the economic independence of Mexico and set Mexico up for struggle in centuries to come. Slavery had been outlawed by the Mexican government in 1830. After the Texas Revolution, slavery was brought back to Texas stronger than ever. Many African Americans became enslaved again. In the Republic of Texas, slavery laws were tougher than those in the American South. The United States later annexed Texas as another slave state. Texas later joined the Confederacy in the fight to keep African Americans enslaved. President Houston granted title to the Cherokee Nation to land that they settled in Texas, which was something that Mexico had refused to do before. However, later, President Lamar broke that treaty that Houston had made with the Cherokees and used violence to forcibly remove the Cherokees from Texas. The San Jacinto Monument paints the Texas Revolution as this great thing, when in reality it was only good for white people and was detrimental to all other race groups. Ironically, the San Jacinto Monument also idolizes immigrants from the United States to Mexico, many of which came illegally, while at the same time many Americans demonize the immigrants that come from Mexico to the United States today. Both of these instances of immigration took place on the same piece of land. One cannot reasonably justify the Texas Revolution as the San Jacinto Monument does, which was fought by immigrants, and some of them illegal immigrants, to Mexico, because they decided that they did not agree with the government of the country that they chose to immigrate to, while demonizing the immigrants to the United States today who just want to work. The San Jacinto Monument caters to a white audience without regard to other groups of Americans and their experiences with the Texas Revolution.